Gamerinos! Have you heard of a little thing called gaming in the Clinton years?
We had a lot of fun creating 3 fat black ladies fighting one skinny white turd.
Create a storyline in which Laura gets breast cancer.
Why would you want that, Mr. George Wood?
You have to reset the game to change characters. You can't change direction in midair.
Yes, you can. George, why are you just lying?
The game would be better if we were treated with plot developments and cinema scenes.
Oh, gamers, see, look, I'm telling you. I told you, Chad, I told you. What am I fighting for? I'm telling you. We'll come back and finish off the rest of this collection some other time, Chad. Let's watch a bunch more this time, okay? Gaming in the musty years. Let's do Yoshi's story. Oh, Yoshi's story. Let's do a bit more. Let's do a bit more Clinton years, gamers. Let's do a bit more Clinton years. Intro. Do the intro. The iconic intro. Up the volume, baby. Yeah,
Nintendo's first game of 19...
What? Listen. I know this is like the 90s, but like, brother, man, what are we doing?
Nintendo's
You
first...
could hear him breathe as well. Literally, you could hear him living and breathing. Literally. You're gonna go... They're right there.
Nintendo's first game of 1998 is Yoshi's Story for the Nintendo 64. This game is not good enough to fill the void of software for the system, but it's a short, fun game that's a good renter at best. Yoshi's
A good renter. Oh, damn, a good renter, huh?
Story is the sequel to Super Mario World 2 for the Super Nintendo, a game filled with unique bosses. The N64 game has the same strong points as its predecessor did. Cool enemies and stylized graphics. Also great is how levels can end anywhere within the level. Once you eat 30 fruits, the level ends. If you eat only melons, the unfolding storyline will be more exciting. This element is gimmicky, but it works. Less positive...
Really? That's quite interesting, huh? The game sucks. I've heard it sucks, but interesting.
...are the game's overbearing controls, non-original levels, irritating music, and cheery childishness. Another...
I forgot how much of a gamer bro Bill was, honestly. I forgot. He's like, this has to be gritty and dark, you know? It's too for kids. It's too... Wait, have I got I've got no more cigarettes, chat. I've got no more... I'm out of cigarette. I only got these tiny little stubs. Yeah, it's too for kids. It's too... Morty, it's too good.
We'd rather play the original Super Mario Brothers on the 8-bit Nintendo than Yoshi's Story.
Oh!
This latest Mario-related outing just doesn't...
Oh, Caesar. Oh, mean.
...doesn't have the classic appeal that somehow still permeates that old clunker with the initials SMB.
Hard R. Oh my god, the clunker?
...permeates that old clunker with the initials SMB. Yoshi's Story gets C's all the way around.
Shit. I mean, right side of history? Right side of history, chat? I mean, it seems like most people agree. So do you know what gaming in the Clinton years? Do you know what George Wood? You're pretty good. What was it? Oh, hang on. All gamers. It has to be. It has to be. Let's do another one. Let's go. DKC2. What have you got for us, brother?
Okay, we've shown you sneak previews of Donkey Kong Country 2 on previous shows before the game came out, but you've probably been wondering if we would ever cover this game. After all, isn't this supposed to be the biggest and the best of video games? Well, don't get too excited. DKC2 is an outstanding game, but the sheer gotta-have-it-or-die excitement that saturated players' minds during the release of the first game is simply just not there for this game. For the
Oh, really? I mean... I suppose, like, it's a bit... You could argue maybe it's a bit derivative, but I feel like it really takes what the original did and dialed it up. It does everything you'd want in a sequel. Takes the familiar original, fucking ramps that shit up, you know what I mean?
Original, everyone had to buy it because of the graphics, which were revolutionary. Now, that initial frenzy is over.
Games, it's a graphics Gregory. Oh, it literally... Remember, but in all fairness, guys, back in the day... Being a graphics Gregory was the norm. Remember, like, each graphical concept... Remember the jump from, like, the NES to the SNES, the SNES to the N64? Those were big, do you know what I mean? So, like, graphics conversations were really big back then. So even though it's a bit cringe now to say McGraphics, like, back then it was, like, graphics, do you know what I mean? Graphics gamers.
undoubtedly raised consumer standards for video game quality. Perhaps too high, though. Whether consciously or unconsciously, we've all had thoughts of what games ought to be like now that we've seen the potential through DKC. And we're all more savvy and demanding than ever when it comes to this industry. Donkey Kong Country was our sneak preview to the future. And Donkey Kong Country 2 is, well, a second sneak preview. On the whole, the sequel is not much different from the original game.
Is he doing the TOTK Breath of the Wild thing? Just because time is a flat circle, isn't it, chat? It really is.
New animal friends have been added to the cast of characters, including Rattly the snake, Clapper the seal, Glimmer the fish, and Squitter the spider. Old friends like Rambi now have super abilities, too. Rambi can do a super fast horn charge if you press and hold A until he starts scraping his hoof on the ground, then let go. Squitter can make temporary webs by jumping up and, while in midair, pressing L and R together.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not that big on Squitter the spider. I like the mechanic seems interesting. Like you create a platform you jump on, but like it just felt a bit like a bit too gimmicky for me. Like I feel like if I could map the controls in such a way so that like I press the button and hold it to like release a web, and then I let go of the button to drop it. I think that maybe could have worked. It could have been a bit like faster paced, if you ask me. But like I think just like having to press the button and then press it, it's just a bit much. It's a bit too much. You know what I mean? Especially when you like, have to do so much precision platforming. You know, just a bit much. It was just a bit much, Squitter. In the early levels, he was fine, but like now it just kind of got a bit much for me.
In DKC 2, you really have to work if you want to see the real ending. This game does have a few drawbacks. DKC 2's music is nowhere near as ear-catching as the original soundtrack.
Oh, that's a take. Fuck it. Speak about holy rage bait. Holy rage bait. Oh. Hang on, can I hear that one more time? One more time.
DKC 2's music is nowhere near as ear-catching.
That's his words again. It's nowhere near. If you're asking me, I like DKC's one more, but that's because I'm straight up admitting it's nostalgia. I have so much nostalgia for DKC 1. It's unreal. It's unreal. It's unreal. But I'm fully admitting that, like, in a hypothetical world where I had no nostalgia for DKC 1, I would put it higher. I'm almost certain I'd put it higher. But like, I just have so much nostalgia for that game. It's my child. Literally my father. I'm not even joking. I played it on the Game Boy Color. That was my first exposure to Donkey Kong Country. I owned it on the Game Boy Color. I fucking loved it. I beat the game. Then I played the original SNES version. I was like, wow, this game looks so much better on the fucking SNES. But yeah, so like, I'm just like, literally my father. This game is like my childhood.
Also, some levels, like Web Woods for example, are just downright irritating. Despite all the improvements, some players, especially older players...
Okay, but I literally said Squitter's controls are a bit clunky, and you're doing it in the most dog shit way. Why are you doing this? You use a platform, jump and kill this guy, then make a platform like here, and then jump... Why are you like making like a strip... Look at this gameplay, bro!
...are just downright irritating. Despite all the improvements, some players...
Just jump up! What are you doing? You're not helping my case, broski.
Especially older players, may really want to think long and hard about buying Donkey Kong Country 2. No matter what anyone says, Nintendo will still make a fortune off this game. Don't get us wrong, they deserve every penny. Okay. Our advice to Nintendo, however, is to be very careful in the future. Nintendo's most recent sequels, DKC 2 and Super Mario World 2, have been disappointing for some players. Perhaps these sequels aren't unique enough from their predecessors.
No, just to clarify, chat, more than often than not, I don't pay attention to the gameplay because I'm like trying to listen. I'm usually paying attention to what they're saying. Look at this fucking clip, dog. Just look at the look. Just look.
2 have been disappointing for some players.
You're literally supposed to roll and jump. The statement's insane. We'll talk about the statement in a second. You're supposed to just roll and it's the classic gamer. It's the classic roll jump. The classic. And look what he does.
Perhaps these sequels aren't unique enough.
And he pauses again. He usually pauses.
From their predecessors.
He pauses and cuts the clip. Holy shit. And he left that in the video. He fucked up the coin and then stopped the video, paused the video and cut the clip. Check next clip.
Have been disappointing for some players. Perhaps these sequels aren't unique enough from their predecessors.
So that was just really funny. But yeah, as for this, as for your overall take, yeah, no, that's just stupid. There's nothing you can do. Literally, there's nothing you can do. I think this is just... Time really is a flat circle, isn't it, chat? You can't please all of the people all the time, can you? Hey, you made an original game. Everyone, make more. Okay. We're gonna take these skeletons of the original, but take it to its nth degree. One set of the fan base. Amazing, this is what I wanted. Second set of the fan base. It's not different enough. And second timeline, we took the original game, like, and basically went balls to the wall crazy with it. One set of fans, amazing. We love that you went so unique and spun it off. Another side of fans, it's so different from the original. Why didn't you? It's like there's literally like time is a flat circle. Like I would see DKC2 and would like, it's amazing. This is an amazing like iteration on the series. But there's always going to be a side. There's always like there's the two different philosophies of what a sequel should be. Should a sequel like really go balls to the walls with it, like make it feel like a different game, or should it take what the original did and like iterate on it? You know, that like people online before literally people online before people online. And also, I'm never going to buy candy sticks again, chat, because I'm addicted to like pretending they're cigarettes, even though they're too tiny.
Perhaps Nintendo is making its games for a younger audience. Remember when a Mario game involved great thinking and a puzzle-like action, not just hidden bonuses? That's the kind of gameplay Nintendo needs to regain.
In all fairness, if I want to give them a pass for this chat, remember, Nintendo games originally were like really, really hard, right? That's the reason why the phrase Nintendo hard existed, right? Like by like 80 standards, like also like SMB1, SMB2, SMB3, were like really hard games. So like this is before, like obviously I would say now, it's very clear that Nintendo is like a baby family company for babies and families, right? But back then it wasn't that obvious, I would say. So I kind of get why you'd say that. Of all the games that have this like Nintendo games are too easy take about, DKC2 though? That's a little wild. That's a little wild, brother. I'll be real with you.
Nintendo needs to regain. Let's face it, folks, no Donkey Kong game is as fun as the original Super Mario Bros. Was in its time. And RPGs like Chrono Trigger are finally becoming a mainstream type of video game, often more fun than platform games like Donkey Kong Country.
Ooh.
Consumers in this industry
an RPG guy, huh?
They're changing their tastes.
I played the whole ass game on Wii, no save states. Lying. You used one save state. Use one. You're lying. You're lying. You used one save state.
Values and their spending habits. They're guarding their money, even if it means not buying an excellent game like Donkey Kong Country 2. They're waiting for the next generation of video games from the Ultra 64, while others have plunged prematurely into systems like Sony's PlayStation or the Sega Saturn. Let's just hope our collective video game blues come to an end soon. We want new types of games. We want more challenge. We want more 3D gameplay. We want more sound and voices. We want more animated video sequences. And what we want is more. And we have the right to ask for it. Thank you.
Bro, is this what gamers were entitled even back in the 90s, chat? Fucking hell, man. When people literally say gamers are so entitled now, gamers have always been entitled. Holy shit. Remember, guys, DKC2, one of the best platformers, like as somebody who has played platformers, right? Probably one of the best platformers I'll ever play, right? We need more. At the time, there is a non-zero chance, chat, that every game that came out back in the day that you're playing now and think is amazing, there's a non-zero chance that gamers back in the day were like, we want more, you know? History doesn't repeat where it rhymes. It fucking rhymes all the time.
Thank you, Diddy and Dixie, for showing us the future of video games. Someday we'll all look back and say, DKC and DKC2, they started it all.
Okay. Why is it red? Why did you end with the game? I think he did the same thing in his DKC1 video, didn't he?
All.
Ominous evil game over gamers, evil game over screen, creepypasta game over screen. Oh man, I like how he's acting like DKC2 is a sequel that came out way too late that the industry moved on, when in reality it came out a year after. Literally crazy, isn't it? It's like he changed his mind in the middle of all his reviews. Yeah, that was the most yo-yo review he's ever done. That's actually unbelievable, honestly. That's actually unbelievable. This guy needs to fire his rare in it. Oh man. Too hyped for the next gen to appreciate the late generation platformer. Crime. What do you mean don't get too excited? The game was and still is amazing. Crazy. I thought the music was better than the first DK. Did you now? What's up with all the thumbs down? Come on, this guy's video is something to laugh at. Nice video, dude. King K. Rool King K. Rool would never say this. King K. Rool would literally never say this. But I feel like, let's do Banjo and Kazooie. Let's do Banjo and Kazooie. I'm interested to see what he has to say about that. Do the intro, come on. We're gaming in the Clinton years.
Well, the suspense is over. Banjo-Kazooie just barely misses straight A's.
Oh, barely, gamers, barely. Oh, man.
1B in difficulty. At least it's harder than the piece of cake Mario 64. Puzzle pieces.
Oh, my God. This is literally, is this Demetrius' dad? Holy shit. Why are games too easy? Why are games so easy?
musical notes, and other collectible items are hidden everywhere in the game. Like Mario, you have
one more time, please.
Notes, and other collectible items are hidden everywhere in the game.
Okay, I just want to clarify something, show right? Obviously, I've been hearing American accents my entire life. You know, I watched Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon when I was a kid, alongside CITV and CBBC. You know, what's it? American wife-to-be, American singers, right? If there's like literally two Americanisms, specifically, I've never heard a white person in the UK say this. If there's specifically two Americanisms that I would just never understand, it's when Americans say tour instead of tour. Because I've heard Americans say tour, but some of them insist on saying it tour. Specifically that word. I hear all the time when people say Mario Kart tour. Don't get it. And the other is the H in front of W's. Everywhere. A while. I don't get it. Those are the two where I'm like, there's a lot of weird Americanisms where I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's weird, but I'm not gonna make too much fun of you. Even soccer. I'm not even checking. Even soccer doesn't fucking annoy me. I'll be real with you. Brits like love to get up in arms about soccer. I don't give it. Sorry, English people love to get. Oh, you can't call it soccer. It's football. I don't. It doesn't annoy me. Yeah, you call it soccer. Who cares? But the where, while, everywhere, and tour instead of tour. Like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, brother. That's crazy. I'll be with you. I never heard of while. I'm just making stuff up. But yeah, everywhere. Where is the real one, isn't it? Cool whip. I agree about the tour thing. It's just weird. I'm sorry. I'd rather take a Canadian saying a boot. Sherbet? Sherbet doesn't annoy me. Again, that doesn't annoy me. It's sherbet. We know it's sherbet. There's no R in there. But there's a lot of people that pronounce mirror as mirror. Mirror? See, again, mirror doesn't annoy me. Mirror doesn't annoy me. I'll be real with you, chat. Again, the only one that annoys me is, oh, how do you feel about the date thing? I would say the date thing is slightly annoying. But again, it doesn't annoy me that much. I get it. You know, June 5th instead of the 5th of June. I get it. It just makes sense. I don't know. Potato instead of potato. Again, yeah, fine. I'm fine with that. Again, you could name me every slightly annoying Americanism. I'm fine with all of them. The where and tour are the only two. Fuck it. Oh, I got another one. I found the third one, gamers. I found the third one. The big three. The three horsemen of the apocalypse. It was growing up as a kid. Guys, the country is called Iraq or Iran. Why is it Iraq or Iran? I'm sorry, you're doing way too much. You're doing way too much, I'm sorry. That's just way too much. Just Iran. Iraq. Why is it Iran? Like, where did you run, bro? Where did you run? Did you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Iran is like, that's crazy. Do you know what I mean? That was another one. I found the three gamers. I found the three. Those are three Americanisms where I'm just like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, because was it? As a kid, obviously, there was the war in Iraq, which I kept saying Iraq. I'm like, where's the Iraq? Can I just put a new I in? And obviously, in the modern days, Iran is in the news again. So it's just Iran. I'm like, no, I can't do it. The one Americanism I'll stand by is Fahrenheit over Celsius. I actually don't mind Fahrenheit. Again, Fahrenheit doesn't annoy me. For inches don't annoy me instead of like centimeters. They don't annoy me. Again, there's a lot of Americanisms that would like, you could even say objectively annoying. They just don't bother me. Iraq/Iran, tour instead of tour, and where instead of just where. Nah. I feel like it's not an Americanism. I've never heard a white person in England say that. Any of those three things I just said, I have not heard a single white English person say Iran. It's just Iran. All right? There we go, gamers. Top 3 annoying Americanisms. The rest of them, fine. Soccer, you can keep soccer. You can keep month, date, year instead of a day, month, year. You can keep that. All of that. You can keep feet and inches and acres and all your other weird imperials. You can keep all of them. Those 3, get rid of them, and we're set and we'll chill. Okay. Anyway, sorry, Mr. Navigator. Let's continue.
Banjo-Kazooie just barely misses straight A's with 1 B in difficulty. At least it's harder than the piece of cake Mario 64. Puzzle pieces, musical notes, and other collectible items are hidden everywhere in the game. Like Mario, you have to get a certain number of items to advance to the next area. Many items are not technically hidden, just laying in a spot that's out of view from your camera angle. Banjo-Kazooie is truly one of the best action games ever made. It outperforms Mario in just about every aspect.
Really?
Graphics especially.
Shit. Would you guys say that is 64? Banjo over 64, guys? Mario 64? I'm not able to play Banjo personally. Not my. I had a PlayStation 1. I was a Spyro and Crash kid.
The detail is amazing. Even the clouds move in the sky above.
Really?
The water rippling and the subtle undulations of the current are incredibly realistic.
Banjo is destined to win some awards. We had to
Really?
really think hard to come up with some negative points. In fact, only 2 come to mind.
Yeah?
First is the sometimes uncooperative camera. Second,
I've also heard Rusty Bucket, wherever it's called, the Rusty Bucket bitch-ass area is also pretty shit. That's what I've heard.
is the character
Down in this, I'm okay, guys, I'm sorry.
voices.
I need to keep my
These
slobber up.
distinctive mumbles are as annoying as the crying baby Mario in Super Mario World 2.
Really?
Whether it's grunts or squeaks or chirps.
I find like the voice thing they do quite charming, actually. I want to be honest. I like the little like, you know, like I like that. And then Kazooie's like, you know, like I like that. You know, it's funny.
Each character's calling card will make you want to avoid all conversations. We've only scratched the surface of this 9-level masterpiece. We hope to bring you more in the coming weeks. All we can say is, if you don't play this game, you're not a true gamer.
What? What the fuck? Is that real? Okay, I have to play it now. Games, I have to. Well, I have to. What the fuck?
Banjo-Kazooie is the game of the week.
The game. Okay, so I'm not a gamer this week, but I will be a gamer next week. Got it. Nice clip to end on. Lovely clip to end on. I have to play it now, guys. I have to play. I want to be a gamer. I want to be gamer. Oh, what did Mr. Navigator have to say about my childhood? My childhood. Gamers. See, you guys had Banjo-Kazooie. While Nathaniel Bandy was playing Banjo-Kazooie, I was playing Crash Bandicoot. Come on. Come on.
One of the most graphically impressive titles ever to hit the Sony PlayStation, Crash Bandicoot is a challenging, must-have game. First, let's get the negatives out of the way.
As
The
always.
gameplay is not as good as Mario 64. The levels
No,
aren't
it's better. No. Shut up. It's better. Shut up.
as vast or expansive. Crash's levels are basically straight, although you can move anywhere within the path of gameplay.
Where? Hang on. Anywhere? Could you say that again? Anywhere?
Anywhere within the path.
Anywhere? One more time.
Basically straight, although you can move anywhere within the path
Anywhere mentioned?
of gameplay. The game is nowhere near as fun as Mario, but it far surpasses Nintendo's mustachioed plumber in challenge. Now we get to the good stuff. Crash is, ironically, quite similar to Mario. Question mark blocks appear everywhere in the game.
Everywhere?
Common enemies include piranha plants and turtles. This is too much to be a coincidence. It's probably a nice little slap in the face to Nintendo, and if you've seen the Crash Bandicoot commercials, you'd probably agree. The slap is all in good fun, though. Sony has aggressively marketed its possible new mascot, but very tastefully. We've always wanted Nintendo to be just as dynamic, but their ads are like sticks in the mud. Crash is more
Ads aren't as good, gamers. The ads aren't as good. That's how you can tell Crash is better. The ads were better.
mesmerizing levels are later in the game, but players will still be amazed by some of the earlier levels, like the trip down the river and the marathon run to get away from
Those are
an
very
Indiana Jones-ish boulder. We'll have more on this game in a later show, but the news here is simply that Crash is a good buy. You don't need to know
Hey.
anything more than that, at least not yet. Keep watching for more wild rodent action.
More wild rodent action. I want to be honest. You know, he was a scrub for not mentioning this chat. One of my favorite. One of my favorite jokes I used to make about the title screen. Like whenever I play Crash 1 as an adult, the title screen always reminds me. The title screen idle animation of Crash, it always feels like a guy who can't remember where he parked his car. I'll show you guys. I'll show you. So he does the thing, ducks from the sign, and then he's like, wait, did I park it here? I don't fucking where the fuck did I fucking where is it? Did I park it? It goes on for a while. He just does that the whole time, although he just keeps looking left and right. It always looks like a guy. He's just like, fuck, hey, what? Where is it? And there's one, it doesn't show it here, but there's one where he does like a double take, which is always funny to me. There's one where he's going left and right, he's going left, and there's one where he goes, was it there? I always thought that was really funny. There's one where he does like a double take, he goes, was it there? Was it? No. Was it? That's always great. I always thought about it. It always looked like he lost his car. That was great. Good review. What about the second one though? or like some cool joint, but it's like a crack out on the lookout for the police. It's giving me more dude, where's my car vibes for me personally. Crash 2, give me Crash 2. What do you think of Crash 2? Come on. Lay it on me. Gaming in the Clintonias. I would say I have far more nostalgia for Crash 1 because I played Crash 1 as a kid and never got to play Crash 2. I did play Crash 3 though. I missed 2 for some reason. I played Crash 2 as an adult, obviously with the Insane trilogy, and I think it's a better game. But I have a lot. It's an issue DKC 1 and 2 situation, right? I'm acknowledging that 2 is the better game, but 1 is nostalgia.
Simply speaking, Crash Bandicoot 2 is a marvel of graphical beauty and obstacle course-like gameplay.
Sorry, of what?
Marvel of graphical beauty and obstacle course-like.
Obstacle, minor vocal mistake. You lose. But also, hang on, DKC 2 was like more graphics from the original, but like you were like, no, that's not fair. No, fuck that. This is like the same, but like a bit more graphics, and you were like, no, like what? So this one works for you? Oh, come on.
Gameplay that really captures the gamer and keeps him or her enthralled for hours.
Yeah, or them, bigoted.
Able to do this because of the game's creative and ingenious design, reminiscent of the golden years of the first Nintendo system. The inevitable comparisons to Mario will be made, but Crash deserves his own pedestal. Gamers will be delighted at the improvements over the original. First, the graphics are pure, shimmering gorgeousness.
Yeah, but what about DKC though? He just likes 3D Crash Bandicoot with 2D Conky Dong. Actual game racism.
Bright and colorful. The N64 should be jealous.
I see you are getting the hang of it.
Crash?
Improvement number 2 is the non-linear gameplay, more so than Diddy Kong Racing. In each world, you can enter absolutely any of the 5 or so levels at any time.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
No prerequisites, no waiting to beat those really hard levels. You can put them off and try them later if you want. The final
so difficulty is a bad thing now. We're not consistent. Didn't he say Crash Banjo-Kazooie only got a B because the difficulty was bad? But now he's like, oh, you can put off the harder levels if you don't. What is it? Don't you want to play the harder levels now because you're a gamer? Isn't that how it goes? I kind of enjoyed Insane 1 better than 2 because it's a simpler experience, which is the opposite of my DKC 1, DKC 2, because I like how 2 does more to flesh out the gameplay loop. Really? Yeah, I kind of like 2 better because, yeah, it just does more for the gameplay. It's just a bit more engaging. That's what I like about 2 better. It's actually the first one, but better, honestly. The only thing I would say the one thing I like about 1, I'd say it's better than 2, is that 1 has slippery climb and 2 doesn't, which is like one of my favorite hard levels in any video game ever. You know what I mean? Like, every game has like that one fuck off hard level. Slippery climb is that, and it's like one of the best to ever do it, honestly. I was stuck on that level for fucking weeks, man. When I was a kid, I was stuck on that level for fucking weeks. Weeks, gamers. Not for weeks, weeks, okay?
Bandicoot 2 is that you can save the game.
And then when it released Stormy Ascent, what a level that was. What a level that was.
Anywhere you want. You can revisit older levels without having to walk halfway around the world. All you need do is warp there. As in the last Crash, the bosses are fun and take a few tries to figure out their weaknesses. As you may know already...
Why is the Crash 1 footage in black and white? And what are we comparing? Like, surely you'd be comparing the polar bear chase to the boulder chase, but...
...tries to figure out their weaknesses.
Why is it in black and white?
As you may know already, we changed our challenge rating of the game to a C, mainly because we beat it unexpectedly. Having said that, the game is shorter...
I would say it's just as hard as the original. Maybe a bit easier? I would say it's just as hard, though. The challenge is C because you happen to be... Is that literally... Oh... Literally 90s level analysis, chat. He found the game easy, therefore it's a low score. But it's like, what if the game is, like, quite hard? Like, because I would say I'm pretty solid at platformers. I'd probably find a hard platformer easy to beat, but I wouldn't rank it low because I found it easy to beat. I'd have to rank it based on, in an objective game design sense, like, how hard is it, you know? He's shocked he beat the game without having to cheat. Real! Honestly!
Than we would like, so expert players may want to steer clear.
No,
After you beat the game,
I think it's difficult.
You can search for all the game's hidden gems and get a slightly better ending, but it's not worth the trouble. At any rate, Crash is a fun play for kids of all ages.
Oh, speaking of alternate endings, I think one of my favorite like 100% endings in a video game probably has to be Crash 1. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, getting all the gems in Crash 1, because like in the end of Crash 1, you fight Neo Cortex on top of a blimp, you sail away, you get the girlfriend at the end. But like, I think if you do the 100%, if you get 100% gems, you could literally just rescue your girlfriend and leave silently. So then, like, the ending of that is literally just everyone just goes home. Literally, everyone just goes home. It's like, oh, okay. Pinstripe, where are you going? I'm gonna open up like a construction company or something. Oh, okay. What about you, Haku? I don't know. I might just make a dance studio thing. Oh, okay. What's Cortex can do? I don't know. I'm all lost now. Yeah, like everyone just goes like, yeah. Everyone just goes off and does their own shit. He ends up racing. Oh, is it racing? Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the endings were, but literally everyone just does something. So I just think it's really funny. Oh, is it just gameplay? Oh, is he a gamer, guys? Is he a gamer? Look at this. First try. Come on. Come on. You got this. You suck! Hey, you suck, bro! You're supposed to slide. Is this still just gameplay? Oh no, that's it. What's the point of that? You showed not one click. Why'd you jump? You're supposed to slide. Like even the Wampa fruit kind of telegraphed that to you. Literally, game design. Literally, game design chat. It telegraphs it to you. Slide to the right. And the part of it just laughs at you. Just laughs at you. Oh no. Oh, be unexpectedly, yeah? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Plok? Is Plok another good one? Let's watch Plok then. If this one isn't good, guys, we'll blame Car Show Prince and ban him, okay?
In Plok by TradeWest, Plok offers retractable limbs as a weapon and 2 choices for difficulty level, Child's Play and normal. The game's
can you turn down the music a little bit?
appeal is of the same high quality as Bubsy. Both games.
He sounds a lot more energetic in this one, but the music's too loud. Like he sounds like he's had his cereal in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
The same high quality as Bubsy. Both games feature outstanding action. Plok can do so many things that perhaps the phrase jack of all trades should be changed to Plok of all trades.
Ooh, writing fire chat, writing fire, flames.
The surprising challenge, even on Child's Play, makes this game too hard for the tots, but perfect for the pros, who will truly test their skills with this game.
Classic, difficulty high, therefore.
Watch A Future Flights of Fantasy for more Plok action.
Is that it? I barely heard the review, bro. I barely heard the... That's it? Oh, God. Oh, he's dead. Oh, no, he's not dead. That's probably his most energetic review, but I couldn't hear any of it. Where was the review? What happened? This game is the same high quality as Bubsy. Plok of all trades. I'm sure that will catch on any day. Navigate. Ah, the face! Gamers, the face! The great hand line. No! He got hit with the... Oh, diabolical. Oh, I miss emoticons. We're gonna have that conversation again, aren't we, chat? I miss emoticons, man. Fuck. Rugrats. Last one, games. Last one. Then, what time is it? Yeah, it's about time. Gonna have some dinner, play some Overwatch. Do a bit more editing and head to bed. Clintonias.
Why then is Rugrats?
Why? Game is what? Oh. EEA? Damn. Electronic Entertainment Expo? Shit.
One of our favorites this week, the proud recipient of 2 E's. To be sure.
I remember playing this demo of this game when I was a kid. There was one level I couldn't beat, which was you had to race Angelica, and I just kept losing because I sucked, because I was a kid at video games. I sucked. And I remember playing that and I didn't like it, and I gave up because it was
to be one of the weirdest events ever in the history of our ratings. Overall, Rugrats is an A game, but the sloppy control gets an E, as does the difficulty.
Well, how is the game overall an A? Hang on. How is the game overall an A if the control and difficulty suck? Hang on. How does that work? I just put that together. I was too busy monologuing. How does that work? In what reality am I putting a game that has horrible controls and difficulty an A? For the story? Of Rugrats? Even though I watched Rugrats as a kid, it was not my scrimbly. I'm sure you guys have a cartoon, right, that you watched as a kid, but you don't really like, you're just like, no. That's kind of me and Rugrats. I watched Rugrats as a kid, but I don't really, I'm just like, how does that work, man?
If there is one. We feel bad giving the E's, but they are deserved.
Why do you feel bad? You're a reviewer. He's hearing all the musty pet peeves, chat. I feel bad for my analysis. You came to the... My brother in Christ, you came to the conclusion. Why do you feel bad about a conclusion you came to? What is happening?
The control can be very uncooperative thanks to the poor analog control, which will give you an idea of what it's like to be walking a baby. Is this intentional?
Well, I don't want the controls to remind me of what it's like to... What the hell? Oh, technically it controls like you're an actual baby, therefore.
Maybe so. Is it annoying on occasion? Absolutely. Does it preclude you from enjoying the game? Absolutely not. Will you get...
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If anything, that's the number one thing. If you're asking me, like, control is like the number one thing for me. If you're asking me, like, what can I tolerate shit of? I could tolerate, like, less than stellar graphics. I could tolerate less than stellar story. I could tolerate less than stellar, like, gameplay loop. But, like, if the game controls like shit, I'm putting it down. You could have everything else amazing. But if I literally am having difficulty controlling your character, I can't play the game. I legitimately can't play the game. You know? Like, that's the number one factor.
Get sick of running into walls just
like, a
because
game could be amazing, but if it has tank controls, like, I can't enjoy it. I'm sorry, like, I just can't do it, man.
these kids can't walk right. Maybe, maybe not. You might get a kick out of it. Again, it is a great game. You should definitely play it.
No!
Parents should definitely buy it for young ones. It is one of the most imaginative games
I played it as a young one. I didn't like it.
I've ever played. It is also...
What is happening? What is happening? Like, a lot of these, the fun of watching George is that, like, he's just quirky and strange and weird. This is just, what is happening right now?
One of the most imaginative games we have ever played. It is also one of the best license-based games we have ever played. THQ did an outstanding job utilizing the voice actors from the Emmy-winning TV show to set up each game scenario with an in-game cinematic sequence.
Is it just my graphics? Oh my god! I forgot watching a video in the 90s. Well, like literally people are. Guys, remember, if you thought people are graphics Gregories now, people were way more graphics Gregories back then. Good lord!
Give me all your cookies. No, Angelica, my mommy made them for us to eat. Hey, give me those.
Our appreciation of this incredibly unique title is so high that we want to show you the entire game. But unfortunately, we just don't have the time. Maybe we'll set aside some time in January or February to cover the game in greater detail.
Please don't.
To give you an idea of the outstanding level setups...
Oh, the microphone has changed. Hang on.
Idea of the outstanding level setups and strong characterization, sit back for a few minutes and enjoy some hilarious clips from the Rugrats PlayStation game. We'll be back.
Okay, guys. Guys, you ready? Guys, get your laughing hats on, okay?
With Gex.
Oh, that's better.
You look a little sick, Angelica. You. Let's go clean you up.
Are you XDing it, chat? Kid vomits, therefore. Hey, why are you not why are you not squeeing? You're not XDing, chat. Come on. That's more like. Thank you, thank you, Jake. That's more like it. That's more like it, gamers. This is more crazy than a night at Peter Griffin's house.
I haven't golfed in ages. I'm taking the kids for ice cream, Deed. This is gonna be great.
I'm laughing at how nothing this is. What is happening? What, Dad wants to go golfing? Therefore, what is happening? It's just, Dad wants to golf? Where's the joke?
Uncle Stu!
That's maybe the setup to like a bit, but that's not the whole bit.
Where's the ice cream?
At the end of this majestic golf course stands Ice Cream Mountain. That's where I'm going to get a hole-in-one and win you kids so much ice cream, you'll be eating until you're grown-ups. So what if it's never been done before?
We just gotta get the balls in the holes, and we'll get a whole mountain of ice cream. If we all do some, we'll be done in no time.
Okay, that sounds like a funny setup to like an interesting setup to a level, but it's not funny. Yeah, like the dad is so delusional that he thinks he can get hole-in-ones. If you help him get hole-in-ones, you'll get ice cream. That sounds like a fun scenario, but not a funny joke.
Hiya, Sprouts.
Why are they in jail? Why are they in jail? That's funnier. You know, that is funny, actually.
It's almost time for my potato salad.
Pop, don't.
Pop, you're scaring the children.
Potato salad sticks to my teeth, so I'm taking them out.
If you do, nobody else will be able to eat. Please, Pop, just stick to Jell-O molds.
This'll be our little secret, eh, Sprouts?
Oh, dentures gamers.
Wait to sink my gums into that potato salad.
Oh, he got his teeth! No, he got his teeth!
What the? Ah! My teeth! That tongue-slouching dog stole my teeth! I can't play my trumpet without my teeth!
Guys, why aren't you laughing?
Get Grandpa's teeth back. I don't know, Tommy. The park's so big, we might not find him till we're grown-ups. Grandpa needs us, Chucky. Come on, we got to find Spike.
Nice game review there, George. There is no George put control difficulty with over squares to warn us about EA. True! Literally! I'll show you why they call me the Rugrat. Shit. I like to think Bill Clinton himself did these reviews. You couldn't even beat search for Reptar. The game takes 45 minutes. You couldn't even beat the game? Damn. Who's here because of category? No, not me. I'm not here because of category. Cheers, category. Nah. Category Cell, okay? It's Sir Musty now. I need a who's here from Sir Musty gamers. That's what we're gonna take over. We're gonna take over, gamers. We'll leave it there for now, gamers. We'll leave it there for now. Hang on, gamers. We might have to. What did he have to say about the angry viewers? Ta-da! We're gaming in the Clintonias. Viewers at home.
George Wood. First up,
Oh my god. Face review?
Final Fantasy VII. We've gotten a lot of flack about our review for this game, so for the first time ever, we're going to respond to our enraged viewers. Just so you know, we didn't change a single word in that review. People disagree with our review in 3 areas. One, our claim that there's nothing new in terms of game design. First of all, since we're talking about game design, that excludes the game's movie scenes, which are inherently and rightfully unplayable. Now, regarding the gameplay, Final Fantasy VII is no different from the series' last game in terms of execution. No one has refuted that. Instead, people have defended the status quo, saying that's what you do in RPGs. If that's the case, if we shouldn't demand increasingly more involved gameplay, then we also shouldn't demand any new video game systems.
I just love the idea that he's just like, do you know what? I'm gonna just chud dunk the scrubs today. Fuck yeah, let's do it. I kind of respect it.
Let's never ask for anything more than Pac-Man because, hey, that's all you're doing.
And he's got the most over-the-top straw man possible. Oh, you think I want better gameplay? Well, let's just go back to Pac-Man then, huh?
Video games. Let's never ask for anything more than Pac-Man because,
Listen,
hey,
Sakurai said the line, never ask me for anything ever again, okay?
that's all you do in video games. Eat dots. Second,
I just loved it. Can we hear that again? Eat that.
Pac-Man because, hey, that's all you do in video games. Eat dots.
I just love the delivery on that. Did he get people online to do that? No, he got people at home. He got viewers at home.
Second, we were ripped apart for our comments on the game's unexciting plot.
Even back in the 90s, chat, people couldn't read. Crazy.
To further support that claim, let us say this. Number 1, the movie scenes that advance the plot are separated with much too long periods of play. 2, the dialogue
Hang on, can I hear that again?
are separated with... Let us say this. Number 1, the movie scenes that advance the plot are separated with much too long periods of play.
I don't think I've ever heard that before in my live chat. I don't think I've ever heard the cutscenes. There's too much gameplay in between my cutscenes. I don't believe I have ever heard that in my life. I'm just... That's such a... What a strange... What an odd thing to say. It's reverse Oscar slop. It's a reverse Oscar slop. He wants more cutscenes in less gameplay.
2. The dialogue scenes are slow and boring. And 3. The plot has advanced more through a character's dialogue than his or her actions. Any screenplay writer will tell you that's bad, especially for a visual medium. Lastly,
Hang on. Can I hear that last one again? Hang on.
the plot has advanced more through a character's dialogue than his or her actions. Any screenplay writer will tell you that's bad,
Technically, yeah, true. Yeah.
especially for a visual medium.
I suppose you're right, yeah.
RPG fans defended the mathematical take-your-turn-to-fight battle style in the game.
Yes, not enough cutscenes, too much dialogue. Pick one. I don't know, brother.
Rather than a free-for-all slugfest. Okay, we'll cave in on this one. Although this method slows down the game, we can learn to live with it, and even like it to some extent. Still, Final Fantasy VII is far from the near masterpiece that game critics and fans have been calling it.
Oh, even in the 90s, chat. Fucking hell, man. Even in the 90s, before IGN was a thing, gamers. IGN bad! IGN bad! Fucking hell, man. Oh, and that's it, he just cuts out. He just cuts out right there! Oh, good heavens. Oh, good heavens. What is happening here? He just cuts out right there. FF7 is an overrated flop. Super Metroid. Did we watch Super Metroid? GoldenEye. I don't think we watched GoldenEye. Our game is the legendary game. GoldenEye. We have to see what GoldenEye is all about. To be fair, he did the I'm right, your opinions are wrong. And listen, way more of a people in the mailbox video than fucking SF Productions, am I right? At least he was just like, yeah, I want to put on a fancy suit and say, you guys are wrong, and I'll skip the toilet. I respect it. Gaming in the Clintonias. Let's see what this is about.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Hello, James Bond.
GoldenEye is basically a first-person shooter game. The genre popularized by Doom. Nintendo has emphasized that GoldenEye is not just another Doom clone. This may be true, but GoldenEye hardly redefines the genre. The graphics are excellent, except for the blocky human figures. The surface textures are beautiful.
I mean, were the graphics any better on any other console back then? I feel like these were the best graphics we got back then. I think that's kind of how it worked.
The genre. The graphics are excellent, except for the blocky human figures. The surface textures.
Did you have bear back? I don't think we did. From memory, I don't think we had a bear back then.
Are beautiful, and you can see far into the distance. You can see even further with a sniper rifle, which lets you zoom in on the horizon to aim at unsuspecting guards.
Wow.
The zoom feature on this gun can be awkward, though, especially when you're aiming at an alarm button, which you want to destroy. There's an easy solution to this problem. Don't use the sniper rifle for aiming at objects. GoldenEye 007 has
thanks Game Explain.
20 stages in all, 18 on the low difficulty level, and 1 extra stage for each of the higher 2 difficulty levels. Regardless of the difficulty, the game is automatically saved after you beat any stage. Without this feature, beating the game would be impossible. In fact,
that was
beating the game
then.
is impossible on the higher difficulty levels.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Don't even try them. You still get an ending with low difficulty, and as far as we know, the ending does not change along with the difficulty. The ending is pretty stupid. It reflects the lack of emphasis on cinematic sequences in the game. There are very few cinematic sequences, and even those scenes constitute only the camera swooping around the landscape of a new level.
Fuck it, the 90s really were different, weren't they, chat? People wanted more cutscenes. Brother, you couldn't pay a kid to watch cutscenes in the modern day, man. It's so funny looking back at it. Oh,
in the
man.
ending, Bond escapes in a helicopter, and then we see him kissing Natalia in the jungle. She goes, "Ooh, James," and the credits roll.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. Although there's...
Yeah, whoop-de-doo. James Bond gets the goal, but there's none for me. It's the delivery on these lines. I fucking love it.
Whoop-de-doo.
Although there's not much plot development in the cinema scenes, the actual gameplay, what you do in the game, keeps the story going on its own. Moving over to play control, you can adjust the commands assigned to each button on your controller without any trouble.
Yeah, that's good.
You will surely want to change from the default controls to make the game handle more like Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. The control is not flawless, no matter what the setting. If you're looking down while walking over a gun, you won't pick it up. If you're looking ahead while walking over it, you will. Now that's stupid.
One of the rare instances where like a game developer accounted for what players do, and it was stupid. If anything, I think that's one of the smartest things I've ever heard. You don't have to look down at a gun to pick it up, you just walk over it. Fucking hell. That's actually diabolical, mate.
Moving the crosshairs is also difficult. You can switch weapons safely by pressing start. Bond will look down at his watch, bringing up a menu system with everything you need to worry about. If you beat the game on the hardest mode, you will open up hidden levels for the 4-player mini-games, which we can't show you because we only have one controller. And frankly, we don't care about the multiplayer stuff. No one buys
Hang on. No way. No fucking way is he about to say it.
a game specifically for multiplayer options.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now, guys, I want it to be clear. I want it to be extremely clear. I did not own an N64. Even I played GoldenEye's multiplayer mode. That's how prolific this game's multiplayer was. I went to multiple friends' houses, and all of them had, anyone with an N64 had GoldenEye, and we played the multiplayer. And yes, I played Oddjob when I found out he was the short guy. That is genuinely probably one of the worst aged sentences in video game history. It has to be. The multiplayer in this game was generational. It genuinely was. You didn't even have to own a console at the time to play GoldenEye multiplayer. Your friend probably had it. In fact, your friend definitely had it. Fucking hell.
Don't care about the multiplayer.
He's like 30, he's up on him. Well, same age as me then, yeah.
Player stuff.
Oh man, old. Or 30 at the time, yeah, even an old, no whimsy, no John, no whimsy, no John. It's Musty Face o'clock. The time is no John, no whimsy.
GoldenEye is an excellent game, even with its flaws. Experienced players will beat it quickly, though, so some of you might be better off renting it. Our last note regarding this game is about the bungee jumping scene. Look at this. It looks like he's jumping without a rope. To make matters worse, the camera is all screwed up. He jumps. He jumps again, from a different angle. What the heck?
It's like a cinematic replay. I'm sure movies and shows did this before. This game didn't invent that, did it? What were they thinking? There's no way on God's green earth you are telling me that GoldenEye 64 invented the whole like replay for emphasis camera angle thing. It's impossible. So unless you're telling me this is the first time this happened, you're crazy, broski. All right, you're crazy.
Is this some new funky directing style or...
It might be, gamers. It might be the first time it's happened. Jesus Christ.
What? Okay, enough of Bond.
Oh, okay. Oh, guess we got there. This is far. Yeah, I imagine it was. I was trying to give him an out there, but fucking hell, man. He would hate One Piece. That's amazing. We gotta have a look. Let's have a peep in the comments. It's basically a first-person shooter. Basically, yeah, basically a first-person shooter. This review did not age well. GoldenEye rather hardly redefines the genre. Yeah, I think it did. I think you're wrong in skibbity toilet, broski. Okay, enough about the end. Oh man, brilliant. Where's this guy now? We need to figure out. Has anybody tried to reach out to Mr. Wood for an interview? Fuck, I'd love to. If that's the case, you need to watch that after. Right. I think we'll wrap it up on the Gaming in the Clinton Years trilogy of streams. Let's have a look, gamers. Let's have a look at that. Jirac said is the best of the bunch, all right? Let's have a look. That's Super Nintendo games. Gaming in the Clinton Years.
Super Star Wars, a classic for the Super NES, but easy to beat with a code. Super Empire Strikes Back, same thing. Shadowrun didn't get the respect it deserved because Secret of Mana stole the
Is this
limelight.
like every game on the SNES reviewed in like 2 seconds? Shit.
Newsflash, Shadowrun is better. Mega Man X,
Yeah?
good game, but we've been there, done that.
Damn, bro. That's unfortunate.
Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally, hilarious to watch, great fun for kids. The only way to win is to cheat. Tasmania, same
Well, I thought you
deal,
like cheating.
but with boring gameplay.
Damn.
Daffy Duck, cute, but again, cheating spoils all the fun. Bugs Bunny, a must-have game.
So,
Very
do you like cheats or do you not like cheats? I'm confused.
challenging, no big ways to cheat. Don't expect to win. Arrow the Acrobat, a great variety of play, but you'll never get to play all those levels. It's too hard.
Use a
Bubsy.
cheat.
Fun but
Bubsy.
easy without skipping to the end. Wayne's World, excellent. Not. Contra 3, a surprisingly fun shoot-'em-up game. Enthralling gameplay, hard to beat. Joe and Mac, winning requires
Oh
minor
my god, Albert Boris, release the Joe and Matt cut.
cheating. The sequel is much better. Pocky and Rocky, 2 players can beat this game together if they don't kill each other first. Very frustrating. Super Mario Kart,
Hey!
poor ending. Fun gameplay. The Legend of Zelda,
Yeah.
not as good as the original for some unknown reason. Tried ending ceremony for all that hard work.
Not as good as the original for some reason. What, A Link to the Past? The game that people still sometimes talk about now? You're a review guy. You're supposed to tell us why it's not that good. Whoa!
Very difficult. Final Fantasy II, another classic epic. Great music, moderately good ending. ActRaiser, excellent sword swinging action. Superb play control. Long, boring ending.
Boring
ActRaiser
ending,
2,
oh my god.
Not as good as the original. No simulation element. Cool bosses. King of the
No
Monsters
simulation. What are we these are supposed to be rapid fire reviews, and I'm still getting confused.
2. 4 words. Not worth a dime. Addams
Damn.
Family. The secret password destroys the challenge. Pugsley Scavenger Hunt. Strange.
I don't understand what does he not understand that he could just not use a code if he doesn't want to? Like, I can understand if like using a code you feel like you have to use a code to beat a game, but like you can understand you don't have to. Do you know what I mean?
Addictive. You'll get near the end if you work hard, maybe even beat it. Joe and Mac 2. Pure fun, except for the impossible boss Gork. Super Street Fighter 2. You can cheat to see all the endings, which are really good. Tiny Toons.
So you like cheating in that instant? What's happening? There's too much cheating.
A breeze to beat. Castlevania 4. A
Good
breeze
game.
to beat, but only if you cheat. Zombie.
I've played Castlevania 4. No, it was relatively easy. I didn't have to cheat. What? Am I more of a gamer than Mr. Woods? No way. I can't believe this.
These ain't my neighbors. Be careful. This game could turn you into a lunatic. You'll get pretty far, but winning, well, good luck. Super Mario All-Stars.
Come on.
Simply scrumptious. Starfire.
Simply scrumptious.
You can win fairly easily by cheating. Stunt Race F.
I'm gonna. What's the point of this? What's the gamers? I'm at my wit's end. I'm at my wit's end, gamers. Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
Effects. Challenging and fun, but racing games can get boring. Super Metroid.
Come on.
You haven't lived until you've played all the way through.
True.
Jurassic
Okay, do you know what? Fair. He's a Metroid guy. All his sins are forgiven. All his sins are forgiven, champ.
Park. Very challenging. Good gameplay. Aladdin. Easy, easy, easy. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. Another classic. Way too hard though. Battletoads Double Dragon. Play control ruins this game. Excellent variation of gameplay. Cheating doesn't actually let you see the ending, just play later levels. Plok. The game gets way too
what a shame.
hard when you first have to deal with all those darn fleas. Fun turns into frustration. Double Dragon 5. Just another street fighting game. Eat the Cat. Excellent cinema scenes that are truly captivating. Play control ruins the game beyond repair though, and besides, puzzle action becomes tedious. Alien 3.
Puzzle action becomes tedious, guys. He becomes tedious. Yeah, he doesn't like puzzle games. So he likes movies and not puzzles gamers. We're learning a lot about George.
3. All the missions are boring. Beating the game is a piece of cake with the hints. Bart's Nightmare. Great variety of levels. Poor play control in some places. Has anyone ever won this game? Mortal Kombat. Dumb ending ceremonies make the fighting pointless. Then again, the fighting's pointless anyway.
Yeah.
NBA Jam. Not much to complain about, except there's no big reward for winning. Lost Vikings. This game is an absolute hoot. Password MSTR takes you to the end, but you should really play the whole thing and see all the jokes.
Oh, you told us the password. What the hell, man? How do you think his wife feels when he talks about loving to cheat?
Clay Fighter, a fun alternative to Street Fighter, but like all these games, the gameplay is monotonous.
So, and he hates fighting games. We're learning a lot about him.
Jungle Book, one of the hardest Disney games. Expect to win only with major cheating. Cool Spot.
He's just revealing he's not a gamer.
Fairly easy, excellent graphics, a breath of fresh air. Young Merlin, one of the most unique games for the Super NES.
Cheating.
Highly recommended.
Cheating.
Critics should have embraced it more. Incredibly
Damn,
fun and
the people on the mailbox.
Vortex. Hey, it's
cheating.
Star Fox with wheels. Next, please. Superman.
Cheating. You need cheating. Come on.
Same old, well, you know, just a side-scrolling punch 'em up. Demon's Crest. Easy to
Cheating.
beat. Or is it? Final Fantasy 3.
I don't know. Is it? What the?
Get it or die.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Fuck. Sure. Is that a threat, Mr. George?
Music that makes your heart soar. You should definitely buy the CD. Secret of Mana. Warning, play control can make you postal. A long game with an ending that bites. Breath of
Damn.
Fire. An RPG for all ages, but best for beginners. Arrow the Acrobat 2. What fun. Great gameplay and character moves.
What?
Worth a look.
Fuck.
Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel. A game that's too
And honestly, guys, I'm hearing a lot of games that I've never heard of. Zero the Kamikaze Squad. So at least I'm learning about games I've never heard of.
stretched out. Really hard to beat without the codes.
That is the cheating. Cheating games. That was the cheating. So I'm predicting the next one will be he hates it because cheating.
Animation Factory. It's as easy to use as your computer's instruction manual, and you know what that means. Indiana Jones.
No, I don't. What does that mean? What did he mean by this? Hang on, can I hear that again?
To use as your computer's instruction manual, and you know what that means.
What does it? No, what does it mean?
Indiana Jones. In hindsight, the game is better than Super Return of the Jedi, although play control is a bit stiff. Hard to beat, even with codes.
Okay, so even with codes. So he likes the cheating that time. Okay, but when's he gonna hate the cheating?
Jedi. Easy to beat without any cheating whatsoever.
Okay, good.
Pac-Man 2.
Okay, now he's
Cute,
gonna
fun,
like the cheating.
Frustrating, easy, and hard. All in one. Donkey Kong Country.
Come on now. Come on, George. Come on.
Graphics can't be beat. Gameplay is nothing new. Illusion of Gaia. One of the best stories ever for a video game. Someone please turn this into a movie. Be forewarned, this is a shocking, dramatic twist.
Well, thanks for spoiling the twist for us, then. What the hell?
Ghoul Patrol. The frustration level of zombies ate my neighbors times 10. Play it safe, stay sane, and avoid the ghouls. The Lion King. Cheesy
Odd.
ending. High difficulty level when not
What's a fucking... It's our kids...
considering the stage select. Blackthorn, an excellent title. Should be made into a blockbuster action movie.
Damn.
Great theme, music, and
Should
opening
be.
story.
Yeah.
Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
Boring.
This one's for the Trekkies. Not easy to get into.
True.
Clay
Okay.
Fighter 2.
Another Street Fighter clone.
Characters aren't as cool as the originals. Will someone please close the floodgates on street fighting games?
Okay, got it. I'm learning it.
X-Men. Good use of
Good use. It doesn't need to be beaten with cheats.
the comic book characters, but the game itself is mediocre. The Great Circus Mystery
This is fun for all ages.
starring Mickey and Minnie Mouse. This is just a remake of Capcom's Magical Quest. Easy to beat when two players team up together. True Lies.
A revolutionary in the shooter genre. Should have gotten more from the critics.
This game is a true bomb.
Oh, it's a bomb. Fuck. All right.
Sorry, Acclaim, but you can do better than that. Only one level looks even remotely cool. The ending is
Looks. What about play control?
so-so. It covers the plot, but that's about it. Warlock. A
Warlock. Forgettable and mediocre.
big surprise for a movie license. Poor play control. Lack of fun. Justice League.
Okay. Street Fighter clone.
Really spectacular backdrops here and there, but other than that, it's, you said it, just another street fighting game.
Got it.
Virtual Bart.
Hard to beat even with cheats.
Hard to complain.
Hard to complain.
The play control needs some help in some levels, but the game is fun and inventive, capturing the Emmy-winning Simpsons flavor. Stargate.
Good graphics. Good gameplay. Good stuff.
Good quality all the way around. Good graphics, animation, play control, challenge and fun, but nothing groundbreaking.
Okay, I predicted that one. I'll give myself a point for that.
It's a typical platform action game with the name Stargate on it.
Flintstones. He's gonna make a pun about the Stone Age.
Stones. We always suspected there was a secret stage select of some sort. Well, there is, and it makes the game easy. Cute graphics, but dorky music.
Dorky? Oh, shit! Jurassic Park. Not as good as the first one. Stiff play control.
Jurassic Park 2. Critics weren't overwhelmed, but we think this is a great game. Excellent musical scores.
Okay,
and these
got
aren't
on.
even from the movie. Spielberg should get off his tuchus and film that long-rumored movie sequel. Addams Family...
Stiff. Cheats. Boring.
values. Irritating to no end. These games have passed their time. Earthbound.
He's gonna completely fuck up Earthbound.
Wacky and wild. Horrible graphics. Annoying battles and endless corny text. Mickey Mania.
How did he know he wouldn't get Earthbound? I read him like a book. Fucking hell, man. Oh, that's not fair. That's just typical what it is. Get him walking. And he's gonna love this, watch.
You've got to cheat to win. Unfortunately,
shit, fuck.
Pete is a tough nut to crack. Maximum Carnage.
Dated graphics.
Excellent comic book cinema scenes. What a cool idea. Acclaim should give the person who did this a raise. Gameplay, though, is like Superman and Batman Returns. Just side-scrolling and punching and kicking action. Boring. Wolverine.
Good graphics, good animation, mid gameplay.
Good music, though noticeably repetitive. Mediocre gameplay.
I got half a point for that. Oh, there's a large gap of nothing there. Hang on. What was that? George, I didn't hear you.
Repetitive. Mediocre gameplay.
Oh, okay.
Batman Forever.
Hard to beat even with cheats.
Hello? Where's the gameplay? Doom. Now
An all-time classic.
there's a good game. Controversial but well made nonetheless. Very, very challenging. A great buy. The Mask.
A good rendition of the movie. Sloppy play control.
Excellent incorporation of movie into the
I'm ready. I'm reading him. Gamers, I'm reading him.
game. As Darth Vader would say, most impressive. Great fun, like the movie. Borderline challenge level between mediocre and just right.
Did I not just read that? Good reference to the movie mediocre gameplay. Did I not just say that? I'm in his head now.
Mortal Kombat 3.
Not as good as the first one. Street Fighter clone.
The cyber theme clashes with the already established mythic universe. Not our cup of tea. Super Mario World 2.
A bit kiddie, and too easy.
It's Mario for the youngins. Easy to beat. What a pity. At least it's fun. Killer
I give myself half a point for that.
Instinct.
Street Fighter clone. This one's easy.
The best street fighting game since Super Street Fighter 2. Superb music adds to the mood. Toy Story.
Silicon graphics.
Lots of variety. Good tie-ins to the movie. Boring interstage scenes. 2 secrets in the first level can destroy the otherwise outstanding difficulty level.
Didn't mention the fucking silicon graphics. Unbelievable. Final Fight, bad Street Fighter clone.
Final Fight 3. More monotonous punching and kicking. Speaking of monotonous, so is this segment. Let's kill it.
So even he realized it. Oh my god. What was that, gamers? Just a montage of Super Nintendo games? Cheating spoils the... You'll never be able to... Thanks for the vote of confidence, George. I can't believe this. Well, there's 9 minutes and 22 seconds I won't get back. Super Mario got poor ending.
Super Mario Kart. Poor ending. Fun gameplay.
Again, what were we expecting from Mario Kart? What were you expecting? I think it was Rainbow Road. Well, if he means Rainbow Road is the best track in that game by like a bit of a margin. Oh no, Clinton, man, how could you, Mr. Clinton, man? You should watch gaming in the Obama years. That's just watching any Minecraft YouTuber basically. Literally watching any Minecraft Let's Play Part 1, getting words. That's literally what we have to watch. We'll leave gaming in the current years right there. If Jurak, if you want to do like another playlist of ones I missed that I have to watch, go for it. But I think I'll leave it there.